Welcome back to the channel, everyone. We've got some bombshell news you won't want to miss. Hello, Cowboys fans. Buckle up because there's a lot of serious talk going on around town. The CeeDee Lamb contract saga is like a tornado in Texas, kicking up dust and uncertainty. And hold on to your hats because Marquise Bell may be leading his talents back to safety. As for Trey Lance, he's getting ready to make some noise in 2024. So what are your thoughts on these gridiron stories? Watch it all now and leave your opinion below, and let's discuss this subject together.
Y'all, listen up, Cowboys faithful. I got some insider info that's gonna have y'all on the edge of your bar stools. The whole CeeDee Lamb situation with the Cowboys? It's like a Texas-sized storm brewing, and we ain't even seen the first raindrop yet, according to Adam Schefter. Picture this, we're smack dab in the middle of a nail-biting season, wondering who's gonna be slinging the pigskin come 2024, and now we gotta sweat bullets cause our main man, CeeDee Lamb, might be packing up his boots and spurs after this year. This ain't just some run-of-the-mill contract talk, folks. This is cowboy drama at its finest. We're talking about the heart and soul of our offense possibly hitting the dusty trail. And let me tell ya, that's enough to make even the toughest cowboy shed a tear into his Lone Star. This guy ain't just another player on the field, he's the spice in our offensive stew. I mean, his knack for getting open and snagging those passes? It's like a magic trick, I tell ya. But hold your horses, cause there's a storm brewing in Dallas, and it ain't just the weather. Now, we all love Dak, right? But dang it, his contract mess has got us all bit in our nails. And Lamb? Well, he ain't exactly sipping sweet tea on the sidelines either. He's decided to skip them voluntary workouts, making it clear as a Texas sky that he's hankering for a new deal. And can you blame him? The kid's got talent oozing out of him like barbecue sauce. But here's the kicker, folks. Despite all the chatter about Lamb being top dog in them offseason talks, it's been quieter than a deserted ranch since then. And let me tell ya, that silence is louder than a Dallas Cowboys touchdown at AT&T Stadium. Word on the dusty trail is, them negotiations ain't going too smooth. And that's got us fans sweating bullets hotter than a jalapeno popper. I mean, look at Tyreek Hill over there in Kansas City, racking in $30 million a year. You'd think Lamb would be looking at something similar, right? But nah, it's like trying to wrangle a wild bull just to get to the table. Y'all gotta listen up now, cause Schefter's been hollering about some real important stuff going down in the league. Seems like them wide receivers are all looking to cash in big time, talking million-dollar contracts left and right. We got names like Justin Jefferson, Jamar Chase, and the likes floating around. And guess what? This here situation could jack up Lamb's contract price even more. Now, listen up, Dallas Cowboys fans, we ain't sitting pretty. Every dang day that goes by without Lamb signing on that dotted line is a day wasted, and it's gonna cost us big time. Hey y'all, listen up, cause we got some hot Dallas Cowboys news cooking. So, word on the street is that Marquise Bell might be moseying on back to his safety spot come 2024. Yep, you heard it right. The Cowboys are scheming up some defensive moves, and this one could be a game changer for M. Now, in the wild world of NFL football, every little switcheroo counts, especially for our beloved Dallas Cowboys. And let me tell ya, this move ain't no small potatoes. See, ol' Marquise Bell ain't just your run-of-the-mill player. Nope, he's one heck of a versatile fella, and he's been holding down the fort for them Cowboys, even when he had to fill in at linebacker cause of some rough patches last season. But now, it's looking like the stars might align for him to slide right back into that safety position where he belongs. And let me tell ya, that's got Cowboys fans buzzing like bees in a honeypot. Y'all heard the latest buzz about the Cowboys? Yeah, word on the street is they're thinking about shuffling Bell back to his old spot in the secondary. Now, don't get me wrong, dude's been putting in work, racking up a solid 94 tackles and making some clutch plays left and right. But seems like the bigwigs up top reckon his real home might be back there in the secondary. Now, why would they want to do that, you ask? Well, seems like the brass ain't just playing checkers here. They're looking at the bigger picture, thinking about shoring up that defense, especially after last season's shaky ground game containment towards the end of games. Can't have that kinda slip up, especially when push comes to shove in them playoffs. Bringing Bell back to the safety spot ain't just about plugged-in holes, though. Nah, it's about adding another layer to that defense, mixing it up, keeping the other team guessing. Cowboys gotta be ready for whatever gets thrown their way, and having Bell back there could be just the trick. So, defensive coordinator Mike Zimmer and the whole crew are fixin' to sit down and chew the fat over this decision about Bell, see if he's a good fit for the team's mojo. We got the NFL draft on the horizon, and some fresh blood might be comin' in. Plus, we got old hands like Malik Hooker and Donovan Wilson holding down the fort in the secondary. Now, Bell sliding back into that safety spot could be the missing piece in our defensive puzzle. He ain't just gonna be playing defense, he's gonna be raising Cain and showing what he's made of in his natural position. That could mean big things for them Cowboys on the field, you know? So keep them peepers peeled for the latest Dallas Cowboys news, 'cause you never know what's gonna happen next. Alright, y'all, let's talk about Trey Lance, the hot prospect stirring up some serious buzz for the 2024 season with the Dallas Cowboys. Now, in the wild world of the NFL, every season's like a roll of the dice, a chance for new blood to shine and prove their worth. And in this gridiron drama, we got ourselves a main character, Trey Lance, the gunslinger quarterback for them Cowboys, fixin' to kick off a brand spankin' new chapter in 2024. Ever since he burst onto the scene back in 2021 as the third pick overall, folks been eyeing Lance like a shiny nugget, reckonin' he's got what it takes to take the team to the promised land. But, boy howdy, it ain't been no walk in the park for him. He's had to wrangle with injuries and some tough competition over in his old stompin' ground with the San Francisco 49ers, which sent him packin' for greener pastures down in Dallas. And let me tell ya, that trade that roped him in with them Cowboys? That was a clear signal that Dallas was hitchin' its wagon to his star. Now, as he saddles up for his fourth year in the big leagues, Trey's got his sights set on seizing every dang opportunity that comes his way. With just 1 year left on his contract, this season's got more pressure than a cowboy riding a bull in a packed arena. But you know what? Y'all know how the Cowboys do, right? Always keeping an eye out for fresh talent, giving them a chance to shine bright like a lone star. And guess who's up next? Yep, you got it, Lance is stepping into the spotlight. Now, during this offseason hoopla and training camp shindig, Lance is gonna be getting some serious playtime. It's his time to hone his skills, show what he's made of, all that good stuff. Sure, Dak Prescott's still the big cheese in the starting quarterback spot, but Lance could snag that backup role if he shows out in them preseason games. Cowboys faithful, y'all know how y'all are always hyped up about the potential, especially when it comes to fresh blood like Lance. But here's the kicker, Lance's contract's up for grabs after this season, and they ain't gone ahead with that fifth-year option. So, what's next for him in Dallas? Well, it's anyone's guess, but the Cowboys are dead set on getting the most bang for their buck, whether it's keeping Lance in the fold or flipping him for something sweet. These next few weeks and months, they're gonna be crucial. It's all about the team and Lance putting in that work, laying down the groundwork for a bright future, both for the player and the franchise. So, as the sun sets on one season and rises on another, all eyes are on Trey Lance, ready to make some noise in the heart of Cowboys country. Well, y'all, let me tell ya, there's a whole heap of stuff brewing in them Dallas Cowboys news. Picture this, folks, we're smack dab in the middle of a make-it-or-break-it season, where we ain't just wonderin' who's gonna helm our offense come 2024, but we're also sweating bullets over the possibility of losing one of our main offensive guns. Yup, you heard me right. CeeDee Lamb, the bright young talent of our squad, is knee-deep in some contract kerfuffle that's got us all holding our breaths. And let me tell ya, Lamb ain't just some sideline fella, he's downright crucial to how we play the game. His knack for getting open and snagging them passes is what keeps our offense rolling. But here's the kicker, folks. With Dak Prescott also tangled up in contract talks, there's a thick fog of uncertainty hanging over the future of our beloved franchise. And if that ain't enough to make you break out in a cold sweat, well, hold on to your hats, 'cause there's more. Now, listen up, folks. We're talking about Marquise Bell, a real versatile fella who's been showing his stuff on the Cowboys defense. And guess what? Rumor has it he might be making a savvy comeback to the safety position. Yup, you heard that right. This ain't just some run-of-the-mill move, it's all about the Cowboys' strategic game plan to beef up that defense where it counts. See, there've been some chinks in the armor spotted in our defense during the last season and playoffs. But hold on to your cowboy hats, 'cause we ain't just looking back, we're looking forward to what's coming next. Now, let's talk about Trey Lance, the quarterback sensation who rode into Dallas with more hype than a Dallas Cowboys playoff game. Ever since he stepped foot as the third overall pick back in 2021, folks been eyeing him like a prized stallion, just waiting to see him reach his full potential. But here's the kicker, y'all, 2024 is gonna be the year we see Trey Lance kick it into high gear. This ain't just about what he's done before, it's about what he's gonna do next. We're talking about turning this raw diamond into the shining star of our team. So, what's the deal with CeeDee Lamb, huh? Are y'all as concerned as I am about the Cowboys' future without locking him down? I mean, come on, we can't afford to lose such a talent. And what about that Byron Bell? You reckon his comeback's gonna toughen up our defense? I'm hoping so, 'cause we could sure use some help back there, am I right? Now, let's talk about Lance, folks. You think he's got what it takes to lead the next wave of Dallas Cowboys greatness? I'm rooting for him, for sure. But hey, enough about my thoughts. I want to hear from y'all. Drop your comments below and let's get chatting about these stories. And hey, while you're at it, don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on any Cowboys updates. And if you're pumped about where our team's headed, give this video a big ol' thumbs up and share it with all your fellow Cowboys diehards. Let's rally together and keep that cowboy pride burning bright.